Hey there, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today I have the Damasko DK36, a pilot style, Flieger style watch by Damasko with their in-house movement. Now, they've had this in-house movement out for about a year or two. I definitely love the direction that Damasko is going, especially with their other technologies that they apply for their models. They're really going in the right direction, I feel, especially for a small company like that to push the R&D that they do. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate and like the brand a lot, and I like this watch a lot. So let's jump right into the specs. We have a 40 millimeter case diameter, 48.3 millimeter lug to lug, 12.3 millimeter case thickness, and you have a flat sapphire crystal that has AR coating on both sides, 20 millimeter lug with 76 grams total weight on the watch. It is accompanied with a Staler genuine leather alligator grain strap embossed with silicone underneath, and you have these ribs over here, or ridges, that make it a very pleasant wearing experience for sure. Easy spring bar here, detachment to switch up straps if you like. Bead blasted buckle here, as you can see. Not signed. Typically, my previous Damascus that I've had, the straps have come signed, but not in this case. Now, the case is this hardened, ice hardened seal coated with this Damask coating to really make this a case that is almost indestructible, really. I mean, like, look, you can definitely, damage it if you really, really want to, but it really is impervious to scratches and dings. You really have to do your best to do that. And why that's great is because it keeps the watch looking great for a long time, and it definitely opens up options for you purchasing in a secondary. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's talk about the movement. The movement is the A26-3, so it's adjusted in 6 positions. Now, this movement, this in-house movement, is roughly the same size as the ETA 2824, so that's why they're able to give you 2 different options for the movements for this particular model. Of the in-house movement is going to cost you a little bit more, maybe about $400-500 more. This particular model with the in-house is going to roughly cost you around between $1,700 and $1,800 USD. The other one, significantly less for the difference of the movement. Now, to oversimplify here, they have modified the winding system. They've replaced some brass parts in the ETA with hardened steel to make, in theory, to make this a stronger and longer lasting movement. You have about 42 hours power reserve, 28,800 beats per hour. Now, Damasko claims that they make most of their parts. They put a lot of it all together in Germany, and they claim about 90% of what you see here is actually made in their factory. So that's encouraging. Not 100% technically in-house, but it's far enough. Now, the great thing about this A26 movement is that it is pretty much the same architecture of the 2824, so you can bring this to a competent watchmaker in order to fix it if you need to service it and whatnot. Take a look at it. 100-meter water resistance on this one. And let's unwind the crown here. Nice action here, very nice grip with the knurl. It pops up very nicely. First position, we'll wind the watch. Second position, let's get that hand out of the way so we can see the date here. Second position will change the date. So if you go clockwise, the date number will change, as you can see here, and if you go counterclockwise, the day will change, and it's in both English and in German. Sword hands, superluminova on this on the hands and the indices. So actually on the hands, and you have a nice pop with that highlighter yellow seconds. Crosshairs on the dial. The dial is this dark matte dial. Damasko right above the the crosshair on the 3 o'clock side and the date and date, as you can see in the bottom of that crosshair. Made in Germany. Again, this watch is, they're making a claim that about 90% of the parts and the design and all that in the movement is made in-house. So much more than a lot of other brands can probably claim. Let's wind that back up and let's put this on wrist. Okay, here it is on my 6 3/4 inch wrist, and it fits perfectly on my wrist. The weight is nicely distributed across the top of my wrist. I love the fact that it's so easily legible, right? That's very important for me. I have watches that I can't read the time, but I love the way they look, and then I have watches that can read the time, that I can read the time, and this is one of them. It's a great tool watch. Now, getting back to what I was saying about the ice hardened steel in the case and the durability factor of it and how it looks good for a long period of time. You can buy this watch new, and I certainly understand if you're the kind of person who likes to buy something new, don't like to have it a previously owned piece. I get that, but there's certain brands, Damasko being one of them, Zinn to be a certain extent, that I think you can buy these pieces on the secondary market, on the used market, for a discount and receive a practically new watch because they're just built so tough. And that's one of the advantages of here with some of these German tool watches, in my opinion, is that not only do they make sense financially or economically, right, compared to some of their Swiss counterparts, but they are built to last a really, really long time. And Damasko is definitely one of these pieces, right? And so anyway, look, let me know what you think about this watch. I would love to hear about it. Big fan of Damasko, and I hope you are too. And I will see you in the next episode. Take care.